So I accidentally oopsie-daisied. I did not have the correct stream open on my browser, so I didn't recognize that the clock was not working, and I wasn't paying attention to OBS close enough to realize that it wasn't working. So I only managed to fix it about, well, I could have told you exactly when I fixed it. I think it was like 15 seconds before the start of stream. Well, I started stream 9 minutes ago. I mean, well my, it's not my face. This is going poorly. The point of all of this conversation is that I need to pay attention more to my streams. Othercide, play, game, thing, reason I'm here. Don't open, crap. No, it's all falling apart. I accidentally opened, Discord. I need to stop that. I also need to stop the music from playing. Thank you. Game. OBS, shut down, not OBS, don't shut down OBS. Please, 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 please. No, don't open Discord. Close Discord. Close. Focus. If I'm this scatterbrained while I'm trying out the strategy on the final boss, things are not going to work out well. Anyways, end of last stream. We fought the final boss. We found out that he has 2 phases, and both of them suck. Well, actually, no, the first phase is fine. The second one sucks. Before we fully lost on the second phase, we reset the boss. We're going to get through the first phase. We're going to try to fight the second phase again and just see whether or not the strategy works. And if it doesn't, regardless of whether or not it does or does work, we're going to take the loss. We're going to intentionally lose. And then we're going to restart the recollection. Because this is a similar thing to with the Songs of Six, where I just wanted to test the strategy. I don't want to save scum in order to actually make progress. I want to save scum in order to test strategies so that I don't have to suffer substantial time losses for testing strategies. This all makes sense, right?
Suffering
this is
builds
all
his paradise with the blood of our daughters.
Comprehensive. Suffering builds his paradise with the blood of our... Wait, are there literal corpses of daughters on the outside of this arena? Have I not been paying attention to that? Hold on. Yes, I know. I thought I saw yellow. Yeah, there's yellow. Oh, that's dismal. Hello. Your head is missing its body. Well, this is an unfortunate. I would expect there to be a whole shit ton of... Yeah, there's a lot of bodies up here. I've got to watch a lore video on this game at some point. Don't know what's going on over there. The story is just confusing to me. Anyways, boss fight, fighting boss, doing things that make sense in the context of everything. I don't remember how we started off the fight. I think we had Felicity go over here and deadly dance the guilt bearer in order to strip all its armor off. And since she was already bursted, just hit it with a mow, and then it's dead. Okay. That makes sense. Next one up is Felicity. Felicity... I moved Felicity up towards the center, and if I recall correctly, all of these Grief Masters decided to run over at Celeste. Got that Grief Master first, that Painslinger who's going to move up. I think I'm just going to do the same thing as I did last time, and I was moving here, I believe. Alright. Yeah, you go there. Celeste, you do the thing where you sidestep into range of the Painslinger. Then you Lightning Striking Butte Blade. No, not Lightning Striking Butte Blade, just...
Shatter them.
Normal combat things. We don't gotta be terribly comprehensive. Yeah, I boost the damage that you take, and then I slap you again. This is the way. Does that mean that you take 20% increased damage now? I don't know. Uh-huh. You do weird things. Go strike over to this guy, and then...
Exquisite.
So we sidestep. Lightning strike this one.
Remember the suffering of your
Silence. Okay, you get flanked. That's fine. Now I can shoot. I cannot shoot this thing twice, but what I can do is move up a lit. Wait, 35 AP for detonating shot. I can only really move up here, and then grand. And then the next wave of enemies spawn.
Ignore your fear. You are not alone.
Candide moves up and strips armor off the Hate Dancer.
I revel in her strength.
And then we've got all this bullshit going on. Okay. This is the point at which we start to fight the actual boss. The boss has a massive initiative offset. It doesn't have any armor. It does annoying things with regards to teleporting. I think the way that we have to handle this, and the way that I handled it last time was not effective, is that instead of keeping a Blade Master daughter over in this corner where the boss loves spawning daughters, I keep Candide, and then Candide will be able to take advantage of all of those daughters that are spawning there in order to build up armor for the boss's second form. I think that's the way I want to handle this. With regards to where to move Felicity, let's see. Last time I fought this boss, I had Felicity up at the top. I don't remember whether or not Felicity was ever particularly useful. I think there are some enemies that spawn up here that I do need to take care of. We'll see. Celeste, I have to keep at least one Blade Master near to the left side or near to the center in order to support us not getting curb stomped by corrupted daughters that spawn out of position. So you're just going to take your max movement to move up to the top, and then True is going to be the one in the center on cleanup duty. We're going to move you right here. We're going to move you here. That'll give you enough movement to hopefully get to most places you need to get to. Modesty, you should be in the center. And that will allow you to use Spirit Haste on whoever needs to have Spirit Haste used on them. Now, if I recall correctly, the boss is annoying.
Ignore your fear. You are not alone.
And has melee interrupt. Bring your corrupted daughter on the battlefield. No, he doesn't get melee interrupt until the second form. First one that spawns is a Grief Master. Grief Master doesn't have any armor. That's... I was going to say that's to be expected, but no, that's not true. Is there a way for me to Giant Leap to the boss to deal a little bit of damage? I can move up 24 in this direction. I can Giant Leap to hit the boss on the very corner. And then I have 10 to move back. No, that didn't work out. I'll end up bursting. We're just gonna move to this corner, and then the boss may or may not move, depending on how the boss feels like. Candide, you are going to go over to your respective position in order to deal with these guys. I think the next time I fight this boss, I might want to intentionally prolong the boss's first form so that the boss can spawn more corrupted daughters so that Candide can grind more armor to hopefully make it so that Phase, the boss's second form, will have to get through more of Candide's armor. I think that's a smart way to do it. I think, is my theory. Game theory. This Grief Master does not have any armor to speak of, so Candide is not going to be able to do much in terms of damaging or gaining armor off it, so we can just kill.
Impressive.
Boss moves again. Boss is moving this time around. That's a little strange. Instinct. Deals damage, and then teleports elsewhere. Yeah, that's what you did. I'm just a little confused. You never did that in your first phase. Did I have you locked down the entire time? No, that movement, that ability just grants you movement. You shouldn't have been able to do... I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. So, Celeste, you're in a weird position. You can hit the boss, but the opportunity cost for doing so is sort of not reasonable. So you're just going to assist Felicity in killing this Grief Master. Yeah.
Is it gone for good?
And then you're gonna move back into the direction of the boss to curtail it. The boss does have a little bit of movement. I don't think it would ever normally move. I don't think I've ever seen the boss take its movement. There could be different iterations of the boss, though, I guess. No, not Ghost Strike. Actually, yes, Ghost Strike. Let's keep the boss up on top as long as we can. Modesty. You don't really need to do anything. Felicity, you just need to get out of the way. Although I guess you can push the boss back a little bit. 520 damage isn't really all that much, so let's give it a little push back. And that roots it, so we'll see whether or not it can move. Then we'll give a little bit of movement back. Candide. Deadly Dance. Anything spawns this area, you get to have yourself a little snack.
Another terror to haunt us.
True, you run back towards the center so that you can run interference if you need to. Right there. Yeah. Celeste, your job is once again taking care of all these things.
Impressive.
Modesty, once again, there's not really anything for you to do. Felicity, I could get you to push the boss back again, but I don't think I need to. Candy deadly dances again, and it's wasted because of course it is. Reanimation
What
happens.
new horrors must we face?
Is that a Scythe Master? No, it's another Grief Master. That's somewhat annoying. I can still get Candide to clean it up though. Reaping's not going to take any armor off of it, but at least it won't be around.
How foolish my fears.
Actually, if I am keeping Candide up here, I don't expressly need True to stay here, because True will be able to handle, or Candide will be able to handle anything that spawns up here.
Your past.
Okay. True, you can sidestep down here, so you can cover all of that. I am going to make sure that whenever I knock the boss down, that it... Well, firstly, whenever it does its third cracking, I actually don't need to kill it. In fact, killing it's a really bad idea. So I need to keep all of my daughters close to the center of the map. And then after I keep daughters closer to the center of the map, then it spawns, it swaps with, hopefully, Candide, if I can position her correctly. Candide will hopefully take no damage because she'll have all of the bonus armor from this phase. And then Prophet? Or maybe I have her swap with Felicity first, because the boss does have armor when it switches to its second form, and if Candide is able to strip that 200 off, that'll be a good boost. And then after she strips that off, then she can switch with Felicity. And then Felicity can be saved both for initiative push and eventually swapping with Candide for whenever the boss either kills Candide or Felicity. Because the plan is going to be that whenever we do our next recollection, it's going to be with this group. Specifically this group, because this group, I believe, will be effective. That being... maybe it'll be effective. I might want a second Soul Slinger, because the boss's initiative is something like 40, so it's faster than a lot of my daughters, because when it gets into its second phase, it was going basically every 20 turns, or every 20 initiative units. I'm talking a lot and playing very little. It's all theory crafting. Boss is going to move, probably. Sidestep to get armor, just in case. Boss does reanimation. They reanimate up to the top. That's annoying. I guess we giant leap up to here to smack it, and then... I don't know. Slam? Yeah, we'll need to slam. The boss isn't going to be able to... Or Celeste won't be able to get up here to kill this thing otherwise. Although I forgot Modesty existed. That's my bad. I kind of don't want her to do anything, though. Let's Spirit Haze Candide so Candide can throw up a dance in preparation for the boss's next phase. Oh, shit.
Accomplish nothing.
I forgot about that.
What new horrors must we face?
Huh. Fortunately, its initiative is far enough out that I don't have to worry about it. True, I'm going to need you to move up to assist in killing this Grief Master, which is unsettling because I might end up putting you in a position where you have to do something unfortunate. 85, that means I can move up to 35. I think this puts me in range. I'm just out of range. If I take my max movement, I can use Modesty to boost Celeste's initiative on her next turn to get her ahead of the nucleus again. Hopefully be able to draw that back. Hope Bear, you gotta get delayed as much as possible. Then we can move over to the side and slam this thing too. Between the two of these things, the Hope Bear does have armor. It doesn't make sense to pull Candide all the way up to the top. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense to allow the Corrupted Daughters to move. I need to make sure that they don't have the chance to move ever. True's next turn is going to be after the boss. I cannot go strike and kill this thing. So I will need to lightning strike first. No, sidestep in order to build armor. Lightning strike to hit this thing. That's a kill. And then Ghost Strike to kill the Hopebreaker. Or not to kill the Hopebreaker, as things may turn out. Candide, you're going to Deadly Dance again, because I'm in love with the idea that that thing spawns a Grief Master on top of you. Or not a Grief Master. What am I talking about? No, I don't need to get True. Wait. Is this thing's teleport deals damage to daughters around him, then teleports elsewhere? Okay. Okay, I understand. The reason he moved the first time was because Felicity was in range, so I need to keep daughters out of range if I want the boss to not
Accomplish nothing.
teleport. I understand. Hit a reanimation. I think that spawned them over here. Yes, it did. It didn't have armor, but it was certainly there. Felicity, I'm gonna have you stay up top. Why is there a floating health bar? Is that from the Grief Bearer? Did I kill it incorrectly? I don't know. Weird shit happens. It doesn't make sense for you to move, so you just stay there. Candide, you're probably gonna be able to kill that thing before anything else happens. Boss's hit range is 2 away with the corners clipped. So he can hit basically just a little bit outside of his edge of movement, but he doesn't seem to like moving. I've never seen the boss spawn a corrupted daughter down to the bottom of the screen. At the same time, I don't want to take the chance that it ever will. So move Celeste down here. Reanimate. Oh, that's an interesting prospect. You definitely kill. You move here. Your Deadly Dance goes off. You still hit this thing with the Reaping.
Is it gone for good?
And then the other daughter is, or other corrupted daughter is also gone. Fantastic.
No mercy.
No notes. True, I'm gonna have you stay here. For the most part. Sorry, I need to have you sidestep in order to build armor, and then I'm gonna move you back to that lily pad. You get to stay there. Modesty. Once again, you Spirit Haste Candide so that Candide can pull up armor again. Or not armor, excuse me. Deadly Dance. Felicity, you stay exactly right there. Deadly Dance goes off. Boss uses reanimation. Is it another?
Forever.
Why am I not seeing anything other than Grief Masters? I saw other corrupted daughters last time. Very odd. Candide should be able to handle this thing by herself, so I'll just take Celeste and move her down to the bottom to hopefully be able to react to anything else the boss spawns. True, I would actually like for you to take the boss, or tow the boss back up to the top. Can I get you to do that? I think the major reason the boss is spawning things up at the top is that it isn't there. No, it was spawning things up at the top before when it was there. I'm just gonna have you do nothing. Right. I can hit a Deadly Dance, and then that thing is guaranteed. Oh, interesting. I can get 4 on the board. Fascinating. Oh, shit. Second Deadly Dance will go off before that, so that'll be fine. Boss is still not doing anything. Felicity, you're still not doing anything. Boss moves again. Reanimates.
Keep coming for us.
It's another...
Only fuels me.
Grief Master, but they're invisible? Oh, never mind. They're just right there. Okay. I'm on Celeste. Celeste is down here. Celeste, sidestep for armor. You don't gotta do anything other than that. True. You need to lightning strike that thing. Get you in range. Lightning strike from the flank. It's dead.
No mercy.
Sidestep back to your neutral position. That'll be fine. Boss goes again.
You will stay with us forever.
I'm so very confused as to why the boss is spawning nothing but Grief Masters. It was spawning other things before. Maybe I need to knock the boss into the next phase in order for it to spawn other things. That's probably what it is. Okay, I can move up. I have Deadly Dance. I get to go 3 times before this thing, so that means that it will die. And on the absolute worst case scenario, I'll still get a turn before this thing moves. Okay, so we've established now that the boss basically needs to get pushed into second phase in order to spawn new daughters. I think. And if that's the case, it's going to be Modesty and True handling all of that. Spirit Haste True. Put a detonating shot on the boss. True, you get the Lightning Strike. Slash. And then sidestep back out. Boss hits a reanimation again.
What new horrors must we face?
It's another Grief Master.
I revel in her strength.
Celeste, you stay right there. Once again, I don't know where all the boss can spawn corrupted daughters. Felicity, hit you with a giant leap. And then a slam. And then I think you're in the boss's teleport range. I don't know if that actually forces the boss to teleport, though. We are going to find out. Potentially. Candide, you still do things down here. True, I genuinely don't need you to go kill this Grief Master. You can continue laying into the boss. Uh-huh. First crack happens. You get reshaping, which turns a corrupted daughter. Second crack, infection. Right, shoots a beam that moves in 4 directions. True. I guess you just back off so that we can move the boss with Ghost Strike as is necessary. I'm gonna take you back to this corner. Celeste will hopefully be able to cover the bottom corner in case anything spawns down there.
You will stay with us forever.
Oh shit. I wasn't thinking. Spirit Haste. I need a Spirit Haste true. Otherwise, she's going to get hit by that. Okay, you spawned a Grief Master. That's fine, if slightly annoying. I guess you can take this opportunity to go kill that thing.
Striking.
Sidestep back and stand right there. Candide does Candide things. Infection goes off and does nothing. Felicity's turn. The boss did not teleport, but just on the off chance that something weird happens, we just put Felicity right there. Boss hits reanimation again.
What new horrors must we face?
It's another Blade Master. I am Confusion. Candide's gonna get to go before that Grief Master, so I don't have to worry about it. Celeste, just hit it with another sidestep. Candide, you can hit it with a stealing. And then throw up another Deadly Dance.
Fuels me.
So far, the boss has not spawned in any other daughters, which is odd to me. Because after the second crack is when it starts moving into its second form. Yeah. Drew, you can go ahead and take this thing out.
Exquisite.
Modesty, you don't explicitly need to do anything. Boss goes for infection. I need to see a daughter that's not.
You will stay with us forever.
Why is the boss not spawning anything other than Grief Masters? It was spawning all kinds of daughters last time. Does it not low enough health? That might be it. I guess I do nothing here. Candide, you keep doing Candide things. Hit it with a Deadly Dance and a Reaping because you can. Or sorry, Stealing. It'll die next turn. Celeste, you continue to stay down here as a guarantee that bad things don't happen.
Shred them down.
Then we start chipping this thing down again with True and Modesty. Let's get it down a nice... Not here. Over here. Well, right here. Boss hopefully spawns something other than a Blade Master.
You will stay with us forever.
Nope, still a Blade Master. And still over at Candide's position. Okay. You have not lost 80% of your hit points. Felicity, you stay right where you are. Candide, you're going to hit another Deadly Dance before this thing's next turn, so you hit it with Stealing. And then another Deadly Dance.
So,
Grand. You're below 50% HP. Are you going to spawn anything else? No, you're not. I don't understand how you work. What is 80% of 3,500? Let's open up our convenient-ass calculator really quickly. 35... Sorry, did I say 3,500? I meant 35,000. Times 0.8 is 28,000. 35 minus 28 is 7, so that's going to mean that I need to knock the boss down close to 7,000, but not all the way down. Just to be on the safe side. And if the boss still doesn't spawn anything other than Grief Masters at the end of that, we'll just sort of cut our losses and then start chaining with Felicity. Actually, I need Candy. At this rate, when the boss goes into its last phase and turns into its second form, it's gonna swap with Celeste. Mayhap, I need to swap Celeste and Felicity's position. Or I need to tow the boss closer to this edge with True. That's probably a good idea, because then the boss is going to be in between its two preferred spawn points. That way I can keep True and Celeste over in this corner, and then hopefully keep Felicity if I need to have Felicity be the one that the boss moves towards, then I need Felicity to be past Candide, and I need everyone else to be concentrated on one side. True can stay here, because True can handle anything in this corner and then get away. This is all very strange. I need to expressly not shoot the boss at the moment so that True can tow. I kind of want the boss to be fairly close to Candide, but not where it'll get hit. She'll get hit. Excuse me. That's a rude thing for me to have said. Okay. We have a position established. I can Giant's Leap to get into the right lane, and that'll cost me less movement, and then I can move the rest of the way. Fantastic. Boss does boss things, hits a reanimation, probably doesn't spawn anything new.
Will the poor
Nope,
one's
another Blade
suffering
Master.
never end?
Not called a Blade Master. Called a Grief Master, but I can't remember words, so. Such is how it shall be.
Shatter them.
Actually, if I can put Felicity, like, right here, then whenever the boss does move, Candide will pretty much guaranteed hit. That will be the strategy. Okay, Celeste, you need to move up. I am going to end up putting the boss in this lane, which means that you can't be anywhere along here. So, sidestep, max movement. And I need to not be in the same lane as any of my other daughters, which I think means that I put you here-ish, approximately. I need to make sure that True is not the one that's furthest away, so the boss is probably going to go there. That'll work. So I need to put Celeste anywhere else, and in terms of doing that, this will be the optimal position, because then she won't be too close to the boss for it to trigger its melee attack. Now, unfortunately, I do have to take True on a little bit of a trip in order to kill the Grief Master. Otherwise, things are going to get annoying. So, I need to move a little bit in order to hit. I can move one. Ghost Strike to swap. Move one again, and then Lightning Strike to finish. Grand.
No mercy.
Remember the suffering of your past.
Yep, you do that. Felicity, you move right here. Am I going to be able to get the boss to move into its last phase this turn? Probably not. I would like everything to get set up a little better, and then trigger with True or Modesty as is possible. Let's Spirit Haste True so that True can get back in position. Boss is gonna swap on 7,000 health. If I hit it with Detonating Shot, it's going to take 2,000, which is too much. I would rather not shoot at all, so let's just do that. Boss needs to be in this lane and closer to the side, so let's put the boss right here. Grand. Well, I guess we're doing it this way. Wait, it's in its second crack phase, yes? Its only move is hatching. Oh shit, I do actually need to kill it in order to prevent it from hatching. Okay. I have Candide and True on tap. One of them is probably going to have to take a hit. No, I don't have... Celeste can move, Felicity can move. Felicity's too far away. Celeste is the only one with enough movement. Because the boss is going to go after 30 initiative units. That means that the only ones that are going to be able to move are Candide, Celeste, and Felicity. I might need to pull some weird shit. Boss goes with infection, starts hatching. I need to kill it before it hatches. Candide. I cannot get you in range of this thing. No, that's not true. I can't get you in the range of this thing. I just can't get you in range of this thing before bad things happen. Stealing has a range of 3. I can move you... Why can't I not... My brain's not working. 1, 2, 3. So... 1... 2, 3. If I move you there, you can hit. I believe. Yes. That costs 33 AP. The Grief Master will be out of range, but Felicity will be able to delay it and move back. Any amount of additional damage to try to get that boss to not be able to attack will be worth it. Move Candide backwards a little bit. That was a mistake, because it's going to be on the same line as the Grief Master. Now I need Celeste to finish this thing. It's got 8,000 hit points. I can sidestep to engage. That'll get me... three slashes. I can Lightning Strike to engage. That'll still get me 3 slashes after the fact. So Lightning Strike is going to be the one that makes sense. And then 3 slashes should result in everyone not taking 2,500 damage. Not optimal, but the strategy sort of works. Now the boss should swap with Felicity.
From a single seed, I am born.
Yeah, I know. F, skip.
Will stay with us forever.
Oh, that's sort of a shit position. You'll still end up swapping with Felicity, I think. Okay, you are in line with Modesty. That is not okay. I need you to get out of line with Modesty. That'll work. The person that is furthest away is still Felicity, which is a good thing. Felicity can move up to double tap the Grief Master with slams. That will make it so that we have the ability to deal with the Grief Master and also paint a target for Modesty to be able to hit it with the AoE. I'm going to want a Blacksmith's Grace to prevent the boss from dealing all of its damage. Let me remind myself about how the boss's skills work. Has 200 armor. Deals up to 1,000 damage in a cross-shaped area around each daughter. Daughters take additional damage for each affected area they come into contact with. Love and Pain is annoying. Delays all daughter by 20 initiative units. That's annoying as shit. Changes phase after losing more than 40% of his HP. Sets to 0. Let's see. What do I got in the tank? I can sidestep. There's basically nothing I can do to this boss except sidestep Ghost Strike. And if I'm going to do that, then I need to put myself into a position where the boss is still going to be furthest away from Felicity, which is surely possible. Unless I'm a fool, which is maybe the case here. I'm a fool. Okay. I just screwed up my positioning, so that's not going to work out. Let's keep True on deck to punish the boss in this corner. Honestly, I guess we're going to move out of the way here. It'll put you in range of this guy. You can use one shot to flank it. I can Spirit Haste True so that True can get a little bit of damage on the boss before bad things happen. What is the boss's skills right now? Ordeal, switch position with the first daughter, then explodes to deal damage to the surrounding daughters. So I need to get True up to the boss, hit the boss, and then get away. And after that, the boss will interrupt all melee attacks, which is going to suck. Candide is going to have to get in position to be able to turn the boss into Swiss cheese with her abilities. Let's see. I cannot Lightning Strike because the boss is around a corner. I can move one, cost 13 AP, which will get me into Lightning Strike range. Then I can Lightning Strike slash and then move again. That should work. There's no guarantee that I'm able to hit the boss if I move into this position, so this is the less risky option. I can only Lightning Strike. Was I doing math badly? Yeah, I was doing math badly. Okay. So I should sidestep to the boss, slash it to deal maximum damage, and then walk away. That's a good crit. We gotta move diagonally so the boss doesn't hit us. Cool. That's all I got in the tank. Boss is gonna swap. Oh no, boss will swap with Candide if I move there, which means that I have to move here. Which means that we're going to be lined up with Celeste. That's not ideal, but it could be worse. They're on the Deadly Dance. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Yes, yes, you do those things. You hit Felicity, or try to. You fail. You hit Ardship, there's initiative offset. You fail. Felicity, you're going to be forced into swapping again. How much damage is the boss doing right now? With Ordeal, you're taking 700 damage every turn, versus when I hit you with Blacksmith's Grace, and you're taking 500. I think Blacksmith's Grace is still worth it. And you should not be in this position, otherwise the boss is going to deal extra special amounts of damage to you. Candide gets to pull a little armor off the boss, which is fantastic. Boss swaps with Felicity again. Do all your initiative offset bullshit. You're going to do all that bullshit again. Candide is going to strip your armor off again. True needs to not be in this position. Put True right here. I should have sidestepped. That's fine. We'll move one and then sidestep into the position. That way we have a little bit of an armor buffer just in case. Modesty, this is an ideal time for you to Spirit Haste Candide. Genuinely ideal. And you can hit the boss with a detonating shot. Alright. Candide, you move down one, hit the boss with Reaping, strip off a significant portion of its armor, then move back and hit with Deadly Dance again. It'll burst, but it's worth it. Wait a minute. Boss is interrupting melee attacks. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to go back to where I was, firstly. I should have hit with Stealing. No, I shouldn't have hit with Stealing. That would have resulted in me having less armor. Deadly Dance, once again. It is the correct way. We want to extend this phase as long as we can feasibly do so, and that allows Candide to build up more armor to be able to face tank the boss, I think. Felicity can only delay for so long, though. Why is Celeste taking damage? For that matter, why is Candide taking damage? Why is everyone taking chip damage? Celeste just took a whole shit ton of damage because she's on the same line as Candide. That's annoying. Okay, Celeste, you get off that line. That is really terrible. I made this exact same mistake once before. Give you a little bit of armor. Candide can throw out a Deadly Dance, steal a little bit more armor. Boss only has 80 left. Gonna throw out an Ordeal, as per usual. Hit Distress, Initiative, Offset. Doesn't have enough juice in him to do anything else. Candide, Deadly Dance once again. I would love to move you out of this position, but it's not going to work out. True. You get to do a little bit of damage to the boss, I think. I move here, I use 27 AP, I go strike the boss, and then move over here. Or as far as I can. If I do sidestep, I should be able to make it over here. That'll be fine. No, I don't want to move there. I want to move here. Go strike the boss. No, I don't want to move there. Am I losing my mind? I'm probably losing my mind. I want to keep the boss as far away as possible. Go strike. Deal a little bit of damage. Sidestep. Here. No. Here. That was the wrong place to move. I've committed. Shit. Okay, Felicity, you get to throw on a Blacksmith's Grace again. I'm actually going to move up to this position. Just in case you're taking bunches of extra damage. Yeah, do your normal bullshit. Ordeal swap with this Felicity. Felicity was taking extra damage from the yellow things. Everyone resists initiative. Modesty, it's your turn. Spirit Haste Candide. You haven't taken any damage so far, that's excellent. Detonating Shot the boss. You got nothing else in the tank, that's fine. Candide. You get to steal all of the boss's remaining armor. You are now about as hopped up as you can possibly be. Okay, everyone gets initiative offset. Everyone's rooted. I wonder if the boss has fully saturated the map with all of this yellow stuff. I wonder if I can start moving people down here to hopefully catch the boss. I should probably start anyways, just to make sure the option is available to me. Boss is gonna do boss things. Swaps with Felicity, because of course. Candide gets the hit. Is the boss in its next phase? Yes, it is. Oh, shit. Okay. Now it gets massive damage buffs. I need to get everyone grouped up so that I can use interrupts on the boss, because it's going to be doing way too much damage at this point. Candide should probably take a hit for 1 or 2 turns. Saving Grace has got good range. If I move over to this tile and I use Saving Grace, I might be able to save Candide some damage. We'll see what happens. You do Torment, your damage gets boosted. Yes, you do all this shit. Ordeal. You do not. Affliction will kill Candide very shortly. Ghost Strike has got a lot of range. Sidestep. Still not in range of Ghost Strike. Goal is to bring the boss into the pack to force it to engage. Boss almost never throws out the same thing for its every action. This will almost certainly cause True to get hit, but I need the boss to be in range of everyone else. Let's Dance of Binding. I don't have anything else in the tank. That'll interrupt the boss. Modesty, you're going to intercepting round. Now is not the time to be... What's the word? Conservative with our attacks. Candide's probably our highest damaging attacker at the moment, but the boss is going to be interrupting melee attacks. I could boost True to have True swap with the boss to force the boss to move to Candide. Or I could get the boss to swap with Celeste, so Celeste can move, but then the boss will be on the same line as Celeste. I need Celeste to just be out of the boss's way, I think. I don't know where that is. Definitely a detonating shot first. We need the boss to be damaged. Range attack deals up to la-di-da damage 3 times, locks the target's current direction, has a range of 6. I hope that my intercepting round works on this boss. If it doesn't, I'm in deep, deep shit. The Spirit Haste makes sense on anyone. I could Spirit Haste Felicity and then pray that Felicity can get the boss's initiative offset to... No, the boss has 96% resistance. Between Felicity and Celeste, I want the bot... No, one of these two needs to move. And between the two of them, it needs to be Celeste, because Celeste is the damage dealer. Celeste needs to move so that the boss can't hit with the cross attack. That is the most important thing in this scenario. Now, the question is, additionally, where to move. If I move here with Sidestep and then Ghost Strike, I can swap the boss into this position, but then they'll be on the same line as True and Candide. I should move Sidestep here, then Ghost Strike boss to keep it off the diagonals. Now I'm sharing a lane with Felicity again, which isn't ideal, but my options are do that or share a lane with Candide. Who is the boss going to move towards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The boss is going to move towards True. Hopefully, Modesty will be able to use the interrupt on the attack. We'll see what happens. Delayed action affliction. Oh, shit. Modesty's still up. Intercepting round. What happened? Whatever just happened was extremely important. I think Felicity just blocked Affliction on Celeste. I think that's what just happened. Okay. We'll operate under that assumption. Let's knock the boss back. Get out of the same lane as Celeste and True and into a lower damaging square. Boss uses Pain, boss uses Love. Boss uses Ordeal on True and deals massive amounts of damage, annoyingly. Boss uses a Distress for the initiative offset. It works, but we are still in business. Like we sidestep here. Go strike the boss again. And we stay right in this lane. Because I think Felicity couldn't see True to block the attack last time. More squares just went down. Ordeal goes off. True takes damage again. Affliction goes off, but Felicity doesn't save? Boss is still interrupting melee attacks. If I Lightning Strike, does this still trigger the boss's melee attack interrupt? No, it doesn't. It only triggers if the boss is directly next to me when I use the melee attack. So I can do this. And that's still valid. I can put a detonating shot and a spirit haste out. It'd be valuable to do that on Celeste again. That will bring Celeste in front of the boss in initiative. First off, damage. Uh-huh. Now who do I Spirit Haste? True's already going to die. Spirit Hasting True doesn't make sense. I need to Spirit Haste someone who's going to do damage, and that's Celeste. Now the question is, do I blow everything to soften the boss up for Celeste to get the kill? I don't think Celeste can get the kill. Not this round at the very least. I think we need to stall a little bit longer. You can Lightning Strike the boss again. Boss takes big damage. We sidestep back to an ideal position, which we'll call here. Then we go strike the boss. That's all we got this round. We only did about 2,000 damage. Boss is going to kill True. Boss uses Torment to boost damage. Uses Love to interrupt attacks, and then Ordeal swaps with Felicity, who probably dies. But doesn't, because she's a fucking tank. You cannot save in Grace again. All you can possibly do is Giant Leap to hit the boss and then run as far as you can. The boss has full initiative offset resist at this point. So that being the case, we Giant Leap here. Boss does not get pushed into a wall. Actually, no, we Giant Leap here. Boss does get pushed into a wall, does a little bit of damage, and then we have all of our movement to move as far away as possible. Excellent. How much damage is the boss doing on interruption? 1,500. Deals up to 1,500 damage. So if I attack with Felicity, I can do 1 slam to trigger the attack and then 2 lunges. That's probably my best option, and then hopefully Felicity survives. Because my other option is sacrifice 500 hit points to increase my armor by 180 plus 600. And then I'll have 700 hit points to mitigate the boss's 1,500. And I'm on a damage square, so I'll probably die. I don't know. It's what I got. No, if I die this turn, the boss swaps with Celeste. And then Celeste might die. I still think this is the best choice. The boss has got to go. Slam. Interrupts. Deals no damage, but results in me getting pushed back so fucking far it doesn't matter. That's kind of all she wrote. Swaps with Felicity. Felicity's probably dead. Not dead. Felicity's a boss. Everyone's initiative gets offset. Felicity loses her armor, probably dies next turn. Yep. Affliction on Celeste, that sucks. Boss doesn't have anything left in the tank. I can launch 5 shots on the boss. That'll deal... $1,500 times 5... Wait, do I just kill here? 1,500 times 5 damage. Excuse me, let me pull up my calculator. 1,500 times 5. 7,500. Plus a little extra. Or... I do detonating shot, which is a guaranteed 2,000, but it doesn't do as much damage. Okay, I have to do shots. Hopefully I get a little bit of extra damage out of this from the boss. using something. I don't know. Oh my... Modesty? Genuinely? I don't know what's going on with all these crits, but I am beyond proud of you. 8,570. I don't think that's enough. Modesty throughout an intercepting round. It didn't do anything last time, but who knows? Celeste? You... Lightning Strike. Sidestep, Ghost Strike the boss. Or do you Ghost Strike, Lightning Strike, Sidestep the boss? You can't straight up attack the boss, because otherwise you'll just straight up bite it. Actually, can you take a hit? Deals up to 1,500 damage and pushes her back 10 tiles. If you encounter an optional stuff, is 500 more damage. Okay, theoretically, if Celeste Lightning Strikes here, sidesteps behind the boss, gets 2 more hits of slash, does the boss die? I don't think the boss dies. So if I sidestep here, right? What ends up happening? No, I just die. I just die. That's what happens. I can't Ghost Strike from this position because the boss will hit me. I don't know. I think we play for time. Boss is flanked. You have additional armor. Boss gets to do all of its crazy bullshit. Modesty does not block Affliction. Torment boosts the boss's damage. Modesty's probably dead. No, Modesty's definitely dead. She's not going to get to go forever. If Modesty gets another turn, the boss dies. If Modesty gets another turn. I don't think Modesty's getting another turn. No, almost definitely not. No, definitely not. The boss would have to choose to not ordeal several times, and the boss always ordeals. Yep. That's the answer to the question. Okay, the boss very clearly punishes melee damage a bit too much for melee to be expressly viable. I think the only way this ends up working against the final boss is if I stack Soul Slingers. Which...
Let this loss not
Yeah.
be our epitaph.
Oh, well, it's gonna be our epitaph. That's with the recollection ending. Hello? There we go.
Alas, suffering is born.
We failed the child.
We have lost.
We chailed the filed.
I have nothing more to give.
Okay.
So we begin again.
So even with the improved strategy with the same team comp, it doesn't work. That's good to know. Which means that we need to reevaluate.
Have no fear of memory.
Candide was good for stripping the boss's armor, but apart from that, wasn't particularly useful. The Shield Bearer was surprisingly useful in terms of soaking damage. Most of the damage ended up being done by Soul Slingers in the boss's final form, though. So Blade Masters are not the answer for the boss's final form. We need Soul Slingers. With regards to Soul Slingers, however, I would like to bring in 3, but that is a little too many. I don't think I can take out all of the corrupted daughters if I bring in 3 Soul Slingers. I don't know. It's something. I'm going to go take a quick break and use the restroom, and then we'll come back, and then we'll theorycraft on how to beat the final boss. That is what's going to go on. Be back in a moment. Okay. Back to it. I guess the first thing we need to do is allocate all of our shards. Starting run, all the memories. Yes, yes, yes. Minus Vitae cross, increase Vitae generated. Minus cost, increase memory drop rate. Daughters get all of the additional max health, more action points, more damage, more max health. I do not have Chapter 4 and 5 of the memories, but I might be able to unlock them next Remembrance. I need all of the Daughter Resurrection tokens. I don't know if I need all of those, so we'll come back to that. Daughters need to be born at Mastery level 10 and gain experience faster. I think it's a waste of time to start from the very beginning. Okay, hypothetically, Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 probably correspond to the 5 different eras. If I fully unlocked the first 2, maybe I start at 3? So we skip the first and second eras. That leaves us an additional 800 shards. We definitely want additional damage to corrupted daughters because they're the strongest ops. Cultists are scary but not terrifying, so let's only activate that one. I mean, what are the odds? Increases by 20, 30. What was the... I forget what the scaling was. 50, 80, 110. So even if we do activate everything, we should still have enough shards to unlock these two, should we unlock them. And these are both going to be good. The only things that aren't going to be worthwhile are the last era skips. So we start with the melting clock. That means we are starting with the maid. Well, if I skip more eras, then I don't get as many revives. And the revives were instrumental. I knocked over a flashlight in strategizing with the daughters at the very end. Maybe I go through one last final time all the way. Let's just do that. Let's just commit. I really wonder what having multiple of these activated at the same time does. I'm very curious, but I'm also not going to do it. Is that audible on stream? That is absolutely audible on stream. Hold, please. There we go. That'll take care of that. Someone decided to start taking a shower on the other side of the wall. Yep, that's what we got going for us. Alright. In we go. Yes, we starting from the very beginning again. Now! We start with a Soul Slinger for free. You get Wrathful Rain, Spirit Haste, boost initiative by 10, dodge by 20, and armor by 30 for 10 duration. For all allies in the area, has a range of 5. Maybe Spirit Burst is something worth taking. Has a range of 5. That's really long range, and if I have that ability, then I can pull so many Daughters initiative up in the final. I love Detonating Shot. It's a great skill. I'm going to take Spirit Burst. It sounds like it could be useful in the final boss. Insofar as these guys go, none of them are particularly valuable. We got to go into the cemetery and resurrect all of our good daughters. I had a moment of fear. Modesty, you're a Soul Slinger. You are ridiculous. You get resurrected. Celeste, you also get resurrected. I would like to be sparing with my resurrection tokens for as long as I can. One of these shield bearers is not like the other. I don't remember which one. Maybe we just bring Celeste and True back immediately. They're both good. One of them is close to leveling up, I think. True is actually past leveling up, confusingly. Let's bring Celeste back, and True back. No, don't bring her back. Why am I thinking that? Candide needs to come back. Just because she's good, but she doesn't necessarily need to come back immediately. Modesty needs to come back because she's A+ premium Soul Slinger. Miracle is also a good Soul Slinger, with a lot of AP bonuses, so let's bring her back. Now, Felicity, you are a good shield bearer. You come back. And I don't think I need to revive Candide yet, because Candide did not get any traits in, like, the first 3 eras. So that leaves... Desire gets Vital Grace. I don't remember what Vital Grace does. Hold,
Give
please.
life to our daughters.
Shield Bearer, no. The one that doesn't have any upgrades. There we go. No, not that. Vital Grace. No, not that. Wait, what? I'm confused. Blacksmith's Grace. What's going on? Game, are you bugging? Game's bugging. It thinks every skill is Shield Bash. Maybe I have to do them in order for it to work. That might be the case. Yep, that's the case. Vital Grace, deal 720 damage and delay enemies ranged by 20 initiative units for each boost received. Meh. You get Saving Grace. And then Giant Leap. But I don't necessarily have plans to use you. You should probably... Yeah, you don't need to be used. Providence, you're going to get sacrificed for the sake of Celeste having more damage. Oh, that gives you critical damage. Who gives you normal damage? Is it another Soul Slinger? No, it isn't. I'm confused. What's going on here? I could have sworn that Blade Masters provided additional normal damage. Am I crazy? Alright, Felicity, you provide more health. Shield Bearer provides more health. Celeste is providing critical damage. Soul Slinger is providing critical chance and dodge. I'm... Ah, there we go. Damage plus 210. Sorry, I was reading that wrong. I was reading it plus 10 to crit damage, and then I don't know why I was doing that. Anyways. You get a whole bunch of extra damage. Congratulations. I think
Her sacrifice births another
that
hope.
my other Soul Slingers have the damage bonuses, but they're lower level. Yeah, that comes from a level 7. Both of those come from level 7. So at some point, I really should sacrifice Celeste twice to both of the Soul Slingers to boost their damage. Because if I do that, then I think the Soul Slingers are going to get fucking crazy amounts of damage. Yeah, 424 damage off a level 14 Blade Master. That'll mean that each of their shots will do something like 3,000 damage. Which is absolutely worth it. It's just something that we're going to have to handle later. Okay, I got a new codex entry. That's probably the, final boss. Barely sentient, reacts to units close to it. Daughter gets too close to teleport away unless it is corrupted daughter. Children safe in the Hope Laker. If any corrupted daughter is missing from the map, it will reanimate a new one. If any corrupted daughter is missing from the map, it will reanimate a new one. I understand why it was only summoning Curse Masters, because at the first part of the fight, it summons 5 Cursed Daughters that all need to be eliminated for the boss to spawn, and then those same 5 daughters are the ones that it brings back. The weird thing about that is that it seems to not spawn the daughters in any sort of random order. It goes specifically the 2 Blade Masters, and then I guess whatever the order is after that. That was loud. Suffering, God Incarnate, most of her skills cannot be avoided and will alternate turn to turn. Launching a reaction and an interruption, she will change position with the daughter farthest from her, damaging the daughter and surrounding allies. Skill she chooses to end her turn will alternate. As the battle rages on, daughter will find that death is unavoidable. The only way to win is win fast. Yes, that is why I need to bring in multiple Soul Slingers, because they are going to be the ones that are able to get around the boss's melee interrupt. And then the other daughters will just have to deal. I need to get rid of the, This Candide needs to go. I should have sacrificed Candide to Celeste before doing anything else. I also need to clear out the cemetery, because otherwise things will get confusing. Anyone that doesn't have... Actually, anyone that's low-leveled and doesn't have any... fuck it. Everyone lower than level 7, level 10 is going. Anyone lower than level 10. I don't care at this point. I have... Yeah, sorry, Clemens. You were probably a good daughter. I just can't abide all of the stuff. You don't have any traits, so you go bye-bye. Desire, you are a potential addition. Victoire, no. Providence, goodbye. Grace, honestly, you're not terrible, but at the same time, level 7, you gotta go. Same. True. Yep, you were always the shittest. Goodbye, and so long. Sincere, goodbye. Joy, nuh-uh. Claire, Amy, Hope. Sincere. Joy, Blanche, Constance, and Melody. You were the actual Scythe Dancer I think I spawned with in the maid fight, which I never used because I just summoned a better Scythe Dancer immediately afterwards. Now you 3 are actual ones that I can bring into the pot if I need to. Maybe I want to bring Desire back so that I have her getting levels as soon as possible, because otherwise the Shield Bearers are going to get pretty behind in their levels.
Remember their courage.
Yeah, I gotta do that. Now, you are level 10.
Remember their courage.
Did I just do something monumentally stupid? I just did something monumentally stupid. Okay, I guess you get to exist here for the moment. I really wish I hadn't done that. Part of Blanche. Can I sacrifice you to Desire to boost her health? I really hope I can. Yeah, not really, but you know what? Gonna happen. That was a waste of a token. Hopefully we'll get enough that it won't matter. Yeah.
I feel her light grows
Here's the
stronger.
team. I do not have... Well, actually, I do have memories. Let's see what we got. Dissociate, good. Drill is good. Master is... okay. Remorse is going to be saved for Candide whenever I get her back. And Rush is also good, but not immediately. We are not going to struggle with any enemy encounters this early in the game. We need to focus primarily on getting our lower level daughters and else up to speed. I have never taken 2 shield bearers into a synapse before. It'll probably be fine.
Farewell,
They're
daughters.
way too strong for this era. But definitely one of those shield bearers needs to get more traits.
We delve deep into the dark corners.
Yeah, 4 enemies remaining. I move here, I giant leap. I guess you just die immediately. Alright. Felicity. You do that shit.
I revel in her
Giant leap.
strength.
Kill.
Shred them down.
This thing moves. Are you in range? No, you're not. That's annoying. You're still not in range. There we go. Grand.
Yes.
Oh shit, I never considered the possibility
Come
that
what
the
may, we will
shield bearers
slow
get the
suffering's
minus
progress.
50% armor trait. I hope that doesn't happen, because if they do, they become worthless. Next day.
Suffering sends
Holy shit, what's up with all the events?
We will send our daughters.
That's wild. Hunt, impossible, that's cool. Send the same team in, because they need the bonus experience. Am I losing my mind? No. No, I'm fine. Do I only have one Blade
Farewell,
Master?
daughters.
Yeah, I only have one Blade Master and 3 Soul Slingers. That's what's going on. Okay, that's fine. Capital. We'll be getting a lot of memories out of here. You go first. You move 5, which means that I need to like move you 3 over. That'll wake. Giant leap. Kill this guy.
A bitter victory.
Everyone else gets the move. Felicity, you get to move again.
A bitter victory.
Uh-huh. You've made a terrible decision. Not that I mind. Both of these guys are going to move in the next turn. I might as well get closer to them. Or I can help Desire handle the dudes down here. I don't need to do that. Their initiative is super far away. Ah. Maybe I put a shot on this guy first, and then I move to go help. Take out the things up top.
I revel in her strength.
32. Wrathful Rain, get a little bit further. Desire, you can move right there and hold. Yeah. Felicity. Eliminate that one. You're good.
Striking.
Desire. Both of these guys.
One less to plague the innocent.
Celeste, both of these guys.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Interesting. I don't know how I managed to miss you that many times. I guess I'm going to burst.
One less to plague the innocent.
Center up just on the off chance that something bad happens. Felicity, you can move over here to split the difference and cover for Celeste, same thing for you. Yep, yep.
The new shift has
Okay,
just arrived.
where are things spawning? Down. Alright, there we go. I'm probably going to kill both of these things before anything else can happen, but on the off chance that that's not the case, there is no offset chance. Never mind. Okay, cool.
Memories of another life. Guard them well. May the plague end as surely.
Celeste gets no traits. Another synapse. You can at the very least get experience, and we can build up Vitae. It'll be fine.
Careful. You wouldn't want my scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
What if that's exactly what I want? I made this joke so many times, but I'm never gonna stop. Okay, Miracle, you go first. I don't think there's any way you get in range to actually shoot. You're just gonna do something funny and get behind cover so that both of them are gonna have to move in order to get to you. You guys center up. Maybe back off a little bit, just on the off chance that those carapaces can get to you. You're gonna move behind Celeste for the same reason. Throw out a massive shot. You move and also throw out a massive shot? No? Okay. Miracle. You do funny things.
Whatever we can to prevent this torture.
Yes, I love you moving into range.
Memories
I
of
greatly
another
appreciate
life.
it.
Guard them well.
1,
Strike
2. And you have nothing to do.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Let's see, what's the next thing that's gonna spawn? It's gonna be a Plitcher. That's fine.
Flawless.
Bleed them dry.
Alright, Celeste, you are, I guess, waiting for everything up here to happen. Cool.
Whatever we can to prevent this torture.
He can't even prep a massive shot. Wrathful Rain.
Memories
Off
of
the gap.
another life.
Goodbye.
Guard them well.
Celeste still waiting. Actually, no. Gotta get behind the rock, otherwise that thing is gonna shoot.
Exquisite.
I guess it can still see me. Might as well burst, because it's the end of the synapse.
Has its setbacks.
Mm-hmm.
We draw ever closer to fulfilling our purpose.
Next day. Not even gonna bother with rescue. That's the one we want. We're going to bring in Celeste and one of our shield bearers. No, not that shield bearer, the other one, the one that's close to leveling up. And we only have that other lower level soul slinger, so we're doing this.
Let suffering try to ruin us. We stand ready to fight.
It might be worth leveling up the Blade Master so that we can get the Blade Master to level 15 to give max damage bonus to our Soul Slinger sooner, but that sounds complicated. And will yield fewer traits for our new Soul Slinger. Oh. You are just in the wrong position at the
One
wrong
less
time.
to plague the innocent.
Okay, everyone else, get a move on.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Yeah, do all that shit. It's fun. It's funny. It's entertaining. Oh, right, I'm just gonna force a spawn.
To haunt us.
That was a foolish thing for me to do. Let's see, I can move up one, I can shoot.
A bitter victory.
And I guess... And I can Spirit Burst. For all allies in area. Does Celeste count in that? This might well be a good time to... Oh, never mind. That's how that works? Okay. I perhaps did not understand fully how Spirit Burst worked. I thought it did this entire area. Whatever, it'll be fine. Doesn't make sense to Spirit Haste on Miracle, so we'll just do that. Desire, you take your max movement. Which... genuinely isn't very much. Okay, Miracle. Wrathful Rain puts you in position to take 2 shots.
I revel in her strength.
Grand.
One less to plague the innocent.
Desire, you genuinely don't have anything to do. Bright Soul, you gotta move normally.
Them dry.
More things spawn. Desire's gonna be able to move before anything else, so this will be fine. Miracle, I can actually get you to shoot this guy. Then you'll have just a little bit of movement left over. Desire. You are going to do this. I am genuinely surprised that killed.
Can to prevent this torture.
Alright, Celeste, you just run forward. Everyone else can take care of everything else. Bright Soul, you're out of here.
The Doctor has sent a new atrocity.
Miracle, are you able to shoot this guy? Yes. Such as shall it be. That wasn't English. It's fine. That was an interesting decision. Other dude spawns, walks up with Desire, because of course he does. Celeste, you punish this guy for his decision making.
Shred them down.
Pop the gap. Take a little more movement. Anything else
More of his
spawns.
doctors. Or should I say opponents?
Wrathful Rain to get us closer.
Exquisite.
Where is everything spawning? Down at the bottom? Okay, that's... It doesn't make sense to stick around. I'm gonna stick around. It'll be fine.
Another terror to haunt us.
I want blood. I can Spirit Haste. And Spirit Burst. That's cool. Whole bunch of things are gonna spawn. Okay, not exactly a whole bunch of things.
His power stronger.
Desire, I guess you can go meet them where they are.
The news shift has just arrived.
Celeste is going to be able to move before anything bad happens. So that'll be fine. Miracle, you're going to go back up Desire down here. Celeste, you're going to take a whole What do we got spawning here? Okay, this is weird. I guess I'm gonna move here in hopes that this guy's gonna prep a massive shot. Yep, that's good. Stupid damage would be bad to take this early on. Okay, goodbye.
Whatever we can
See,
to prevent
none of these
this
things are going to be able
torture.
to get into appropriate range. Miracle, you stay right there. Blessed, you solve the problem you were having. And you
Whatever we
continue
can
holding
to
down the back.
prevent this torture.
I'm curious as to how much experience I can grind exactly from all these guys.
Another terror to haunt us.
You do nothing. You also do nothing. I think I might actually need an additional fire support back here. So you go here. It's a lot of targets. It's a target-rich environment. Okay. Desire, I am bored of these guys' existence. You just slam them to death.
Impressive.
It's a faster attack anyways. Miracle, you put 2 shots on these guys.
I revel in her strength.
Okay. I am mildly pissed off.
You can't stop progress.
There we go.
The cure will be found.
15% chance to dodge my ass.
Impressive.
Last year, the new Soul Slinger with Spirit Burst. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Why did you
Shatter them.
react as if you got shot? That's interesting. Alright, giant leap.
Memories of another life.
He's gone.
Guard them
I
well.
think that's all of the enemies on the map. Let's just cycle initiative a couple times to
A
check.
clean cut.
Okay. I don't think I've ever full cleared a rescue map before. Let's see if the game rewards me in any way. Or punishes me, potentially.
Come what may, we will slow
Miracle got a
suffering's
trait.
progress.
That's surprising. Alright, you get sacrificed. Because I need your
Together,
token.
you are stronger.
Miracle, what'd you get? Damage against corrupted creatures plus 30. Nice. Alright, next synapse. Challenging hunt. Not for my ridiculously over-leveled daughters. I am mostly doing this for memories and traits.
Take away his tools of torture.
But again, there's always the chance that I get the trait that results in the shield bearer having minus 50% armor, which I
Here
really
we cut
suck.
and slice and skin for study.
We cut and slice skin for study. It's a completely normal thing to be doing.
Oh, oops, didn't move far enough.
A clean
You
cut.
done. Uh-huh. Ooh, I haven't fought scavs in a while. I forgot that they're annoying.
Shatter them.
Yes, thank you.
One less to plague the innocent.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, his devotees. Or should I say acolytes?
Alright,
One
everyone
less to
pile
plague
on.
the innocent.
Nice.
One less to plague the innocent.
Okay. I can't attack again. That's fine.
One less to plague the innocent.
Modesty, you got nothing. Both the enemies spawning at the bottom.
Just arrived.
Okay. That was a poor choice.
No mercy.
Next. Again, a very poor choice.
Clean cut.
Grand.
Come what may, we will
Modesty
slow
gets a trait?
Suffering's progress.
What do we got? More damage against corrupted things? Yes. Right.
Behold, an
All
offering
units
from the
begin their
child.
turn 20 initiative
Embrace
points
with
sooner.
caution.
That one is mildly annoying. Right. Hard and impossible hunts. We know who's going on this one. Celeste, Desire, and Miracle, I guess.
Careful. You wouldn't want my scalpel
Oh,
to slip
stop
into
talking about your
innocent
scalpel. I don't
flesh.
care. It's been so many times. Do you understand what's gonna happen to you when I get to the boss? It's not gonna be pretty. Bad things are gonna be done to you. Yep, that's all the movement I got in me. All of the carapaces are gonna prep massive shots. Miracle, you get to do fun things. Since when have you had 140 AP? That's too much AP for any one Soul Slinger. Oh, it feels very weird to be able to do this. I don't feel like I should be able to do that much damage to a Reaper. Yeah?
Memories of
You
another
prep a
life.
massive shot.
Guard them well.
You move up, giant leap, remove that one from existence,
Exquisite.
and then move back a little bit. Celeste, you solve your problem. And the next
Flawless.
wave of bullshit is going to spawn down here, I assume. Miracle, are you able to get into range and kill? Yes.
Progress has its setbacks.
Cool. You're going to center up.
Memories of another life.
You are going to do exactly
Guard
nothing.
them well.
Yeah, sure, bud.
Another terror.
We
to
got
haunt
Scav,
us.
Scav, Hunter. None of this is threatening. Everybody do the things that you want to do. I am confused as to why you're attacking Celeste, but okay. I am still confused as to why you're attacking Celeste.
It will reap what suffering has sown.
Just do it to him.
Lead them dry.
And then take a little extra movement to bait whatever that
Whatever
thing
we
is.
can to prevent this torture.
I am insulted that you are even capable of attacking me.
Memories of another life.
I forgot that your initiative offset is really low. But you know what? Actually, I might not be able to kill you. Never mind!
Shred them down.
From here on, I do not
Memories
have
of
any
another
recollection of
life.
where things spawn.
Guard them well.
Right. Celeste, you're gonna have to take the other one, so you get to go deal with that.
Exquisite.
That's gonna be annoying.
Lead them dry.
Celeste, you do not have a shot on this thing immediately. don't like that.
A bitter victory.
15% chance to dodge, dodging 2 of 3 shots is not how math works. Stop it.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Okay, next thing is a Carapace that is not particularly threatening. All that good.
Memories of
Move
another
a little closer.
life.
Call that good.
Guard them well.
Desire. For style. Carapace, yes. Massive shot. Celeste, clean up. Alright.
Striking. Let her flourish.
A little bit of a level up. Synapse, Hard Hunt. Blade Master, Shield Bearer, Soul Slinger. The OG setup. Fortunately, in this
Take away
first
his
era, I can
tools
go
of torture.
as quickly as I'm going, because even if the scavengers are able to get to me, they can't do that much damage.
Who did they bleed here for their precious cure?
Oh, do they bleed here for their precious cure? Oh,
Striking.
That was a bit too patronizing for my taste. How are you still able to move? Worst comes to worst, I can move back. Giant leap. Can't reach. I can't move closer and have it reach, so we're just going to... leave you there. Let's see. Am I able to get in range? Hit you. Yes. Goodbye.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found. Brah. Okay, how close can I get? 48. That leaves me with enough for a shot. Goal.
Impressive.
That Plard is not threatening.
Bleed them dry.
Yeah.
Striking.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Memories of another life.
Okay.
Guard them well.
You go for Modesty. That's an interesting choice. Go Strike. Goodbye.
I revel in her strength.
Okay, who's next? And where are they spawning?
The doctor has sent a new atrocity.
Modesty, we're probably going to want you to move back a little bit. You can move here behind the pillar. Same. You stay right there and bait out the shot, I guess. Or he's going to do that. Celeste, you do that.
A bitter victory.
Once again, easy
Come
victory.
what may, we will
Felicity
slow
gets a
suffering's
trait.
Progress.
As a shield bearer, that always makes me nervous. More damage against corrupted creatures. That is a good trait to have.
This
Next,
apparition may soon submerge
all units
into the
isolated from
void
their
again.
allies have plus 100% armor. That's an interesting and also new one. Sorry if my voice did weird things there. I was shifting in my chair. Rescue. That is the one we want to start off with. Hold on. Okay, penance is 200 experience. Ideally, that would mean that we send in... Hold on, there are 3 synapses. Arrgh. We could split it up 2, 2, and 2. A little risky. Yeah, I think we'll split it up 2, 2, and 2. This is an impossible rescue. Nothing is impossible. I don't think it makes sense to send in Celeste. She's a little too weak for me to be doing that. Let's send in Miracle, because she's closer to a level up. And wait, do I have 2 Celestes? I need to fix that. This cannot continue. You were the second Celeste, so you need to get renamed. Birch. Birch. How do you spell Birch? No, it's just Birch. Yeah. Welcome to the team, Birch. I need to clear out that codex entry, otherwise it will drive me insane. Lumber, yes. I can't even imagine playing this game enough to unlock all of the events. That being said, it might happen during this recollection, who knows. Anyways, back to the rescue. Plan was Miracle and Celeste, and those are the 2 that are going to have enough movement to clear out threats. Or enough movement and coverage.
Take away his tools of torture.
We're
going to be playing
cut
defense.
And slice and skin for study.
Okay, we get to move. Let's just move. Get as far up as we can before the enemy starts spawning. Bright Soul, I'm going to leave you right there. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen. Celeste, you take point. Both of these things are going to spawn. You lose armor because you're right next to each other, which is grand. Oh. I see. Detonating shot on this guy. Clears both out. That is good. Bright Soul's gonna move next turn. Let's keep Miracle moving forward.
Shred them down.
They're spawning behind. That's annoying, but Celeste will be able to deal with it.
His doctors, or should I say acolytes?
Celeste will just keep you right here. Miracle, you move up to cover. Gavs start spawning. Lightning strike to kill the first one. And then this one's going to be able to move relatively quickly. So let's just do... That was a foolish thing.
Memories of another life.
Actually, no, it wasn't foolish. I'll be fine. Bright Soul, you get to move forward, and you're going to move here so that you get your armor bonus. I guess I'm going to move you 1 forward and hope that that doesn't spawn anything. It didn't. Cool. Miracle. Once again, you're covering for the Bright Soul. Scav moves again, but doesn't target Celeste.
Lead them dry.
Celeste, you Ghost Strike and use it as an excuse to move forward again.
Strike him.
Alright, this'll be fun.
Will the poor one's suffering never end?
Fuck it. Take full movement. I think I just spawned another wave. No, I didn't. Never mind. All set. You can go right here. We'll keep tabs on everywhere you're moving.
The veil grows.
Celeste.
His power stronger.
Progress has its setbacks.
And I guess I'll move right here. Yep, you're gonna do a bunch of very confusing shit. Reaper's gonna spawn. Target Celeste. Celeste has obscene amounts of damage boosts right now. More things are going to
The
spawn.
blade grows weaker,
Miracle, detonating shot.
power stronger.
I'm just going to say that you're going to detonate shot that thing and kill. And then you might as well kill both of these things if you can.
Memories of another
I'll leave that
life.
last one to
Guard
Celeste.
them well. You horrors
Nice.
must we face?
Okay, that Carapist is going to be annoying.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
These things are going to be able to move a lot very quickly. Guess I'll call them a priority target. Let's just move you out of here now to make things simpler. I don't have to cover for you anymore. Miracle, it would be best if you just took those things out now. That's the
How
way.
foolish my fears. Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Celeste?
The new shift has just arrived.
Cool. You move forward.
Memories
You can take a
of
detonating
another
shot on this
life.
guy.
Guard them well.
All that good. Everything else starts spawning again.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
Let's clear out once again. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. How much can you move? Not far enough for it to matter. Right. Miracle, you're gonna be responsible for killing this guy.
Progress has its setbacks.
I don't think you have it in you to kill the other one, though. Actually, you might. No, you can put damage on it, though. That is also good. Last, you can lightning strike.
Striking.
I think that's probably it.
Memories of
Yep,
another
nothing else is
life.
spawning.
Guard them
Cool.
well.
And leave. And leave. Hopefully, they got some nice traits out of that.
Safe from the
Or exactly
so-called
nothing.
cure.
That is also a potentiality. Right? You get converted into revive
Together,
tokens.
You are stronger.
Penance. We're taking in Birch and Desire, probably.
Farewell, daughters.
Uh-huh. I'm glad during the first...
Who did they bleed here for their precious cure?
Who did they bleed here?
I don't know why I'm throwing on the mocking tone like that. It's rude. Let's see. I think I'm gonna want Desire to handle these two scavengers, otherwise it's gonna get a little annoying. Birch. Put a shot on that guy.
Progress has its setbacks.
That is a-okay. All of the scavs start moving.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Okay. you get
How foolish
destroyed,
my
you
fears.
also get destroyed.
Progress has its setbacks.
Let's see. I can move up and put a shot on that one. And that'll get me out.
You can't stop progress. The cure will be found.
Scabs get to move. Desire, are you able to
Memories
run
of
this thing
another
down?
life. Guard
Not
them
really,
well.
but you can do this.
Impressive.
Any neat traits? None. Okay. Just a slow
We've awoken
increase
from one nightmare, but we may soon live
on
another.
resources.
We must prepare to pay any price.
Remember who you are.
Has anyone ever seen that
They
chicken
want
meme?
us for their experiments.
All the dinosaurs losing things and the chickens just getting I was gonna say glazed by Mufa. I don't know what I'm talking about suddenly. I'm beginning to realize that. I should shut up. It'll be fine. Felicity, you get to do fun things because you're you.
One less to plague the innocent.
Huh. I think I can just face tank you. I don't think you do enough damage to actually... Well, maybe. Let's move back, just in case. Okay, all that crap's gonna be annoying. Oh, Modesty? You are going to be able to get a extremely good bursting shot on that. One moment, please. Someone is knocking on my door. Why did nobody tell me that I have been streaming with my stream break screen on this entire time? I see there's someone in chat. They didn't say anything. I've been doing this for... I don't know how long. Oh.
Flawless.
That's upsetting to see. Well,
Impressive.
you do that. Back to the center.
Shatter them.
Felicity. Take care of business. That's Modesty, not Felicity. Excuse me.
Shred them down.
I guess you move further up because things are going to spawn in that corner again. Felicity, I don't
Exquisite.
remember where things spawn in this phase. I think they... Well, we'll just move up to cover Modesty. It'll be fine. Why are you moving in 26 initiative units? That's odd to me. You stay doing right what you're doing. Felicity, same thing. Modesty. Yes.
The new shift has just arrived.
Okay, everything's spawning here. That's weird.
Another terror to haunt us.
Let's be strange and hide behind these rocks. Like this. Still confused as to how you can do that. Everything else, I'm guessing, is spawning down in this area. Carapist, Carapist, Hunter. Let's move right here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It
Hunter
will
spawns and
reap
does
what
hunter
suffering
things.
has sown.
You do that like a fool.
I revel in her strength.
Grand. Modesty, you get to
bitter
clean these
victory.
guys up.
How foolish my fears.
And you got no gas left in the tank.
Shatter them.
You are going to be able to do fun things. Alright. I guess, Modesty, you're just going to stay there. Felicity, you get to bully this guy. Oops. There we go.
Flawless.
Felicity, same. Exit spawns down there. We will
Memories of
stay up
another
here
life.
and try to clear out
Guard
the
them well.
area. Okay. Logter's up there.
What new horrors must we face?
Where is everything else spawning? In this general area. Blard. Put Modesty right here so that she can shoot at both of them. Okay. We can secure that kill.
Exquisite.
Not a full kill, but you'll be able to finish it off.
A clean
Nice. Nice. Felicity.
Shatter them.
Cleaned up the kill. Do we have any
less to
other
plague
enemy
the innocent.
spawns? No, it appears we do not. Let's get out of here. Nice work, Modesty. Any new traits? Nope. Continuing on then.
We've awoken from one nightmare, but
Ow.
we may soon live another.
What's the next one? Oh dear, all base armor is increased by 15%. That's potentially annoying. Hard hunt? Challenging hunt. I'm confused as to how that one is 100 hit points, 100 experience points, and this one's 125. But it'll be fine. Birch. Desire. And I would take Felicity, but I don't know why I would. Let's take Miracle instead.
A hint of the past rises into view.
Uh-huh. You say that.
Joy will walk these streets again.
Okay, what do we got going on? 2 carapaces down at the bottom. Let's get into a position where that will be relevant. Sire, you're going to face off that guy. Birch, I guess you're going to back him up?
No mercy.
Cool.
The veil grows weaker. His power stronger.
Alright.
Whatever we can to prevent this torture.
Carapace spawning near the bottom, I'm guessing. Back behind the rock for safety.
Memories of another life.
I don't think that's far enough behind the rock. It isn't. It'll be fine. Another hunter's gonna spawn. Don't care.
Another terror to haunt us.
Miracle, you can get that guy. Desire, I still can't do anything with you at the moment.
How foolish my fears.
Hunter spawns. Birch, hopefully you get to clean this guy up.
Will reap what suffering has sown.
Nice. And do
Whatever
you
we
get
can
a
to
trait?
prevent this torture.
I do.
We dr-
No, you don't. Miracle doesn't even get a level up.
Another threat has come to an end. This time.
Uh-huh. So you say. Any amount of experience in pushing our darters closer to level 15 is worthwhile.
Take away his tools of
I could be
torture.
skipping a lot of these synapses, but if I'm going to fight the final boss again, I want my daughters to be as stacked as is possible.
Joy will walk these
It's going to
streets
take
again.
longer, but it's hopefully going to yield superior results. Can I jump over this? My goodness, I can. When do you get to go? After me? I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to have to do this to you. Alright. When do you go? Oh, I'm going to have to do it to you too. I'm sorry. Blessed, you get to go strike this guy.
Exquisite.
And then sidestep back over in this direction so that you can use me. Sidestep back over in this direction so that you can prep for the Reaper. Hunter, excuse me. Reapers are later. You got that guy.
Striking.
You can move over one to finish this one off. Grand.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
Modesty, clean him up. I don't think you have anything
One
else
less
you can
to
do at the
plague
moment.
The innocent.
Felicity, you take all of your movement to move in a direction that's not going to be helpful through the rest of the match. Match? That's not the right word. One shot on
Whatever we can
Celeste.
to prevent this
Sidestep.
torture.
Lightning strike.
A bitter victory. May the plague end as sure.
No level ups, but a little bit more experience. Boss time. If I remember the boss is annoying.
Watch for the doctor's scalpel.
Wait a minute. If I can prevent the boss from moving, can it actually do anything to me? I don't think it can. Surgeon. As long as the caretaker's on the battlefield, try to attack the closest daughter and necessary, replace him as a caretaker. Your turn. Caretakers are lost in the reverie following Surgeon closely, granting him armor and resistance boost. The daughter gets too close, they will attack the closest one. Kill the last caretaker and the surgeon will become more aggressive, targeting the daughter with the most life and unlocking several new skills. If I remember correctly, this boss gets
Remember their
hard countered by
courage.
Candide, because Candide can just keep stealing all of its armor. So let's bring Candide back. Was that the right Candide? Yes, it is. I have two Candides. This gets confusing.
Remember their courage.
Now, I already have the skill that gets the enemy immobilized for 25 units, so let's get that on. I don't think I need to upgrade anyone's damage yet. We're going to want to bring Birch in. Birch has a bunch of damage bonuses because I got the good damage thing. We do not have any particularly good damage boost skills, but I can give you Departure in the meantime. All of our Vitae will be used for doing fun things. Give an ally 20 initiative boost. I do not have anything else. Increase damage done by the target by 25% for 30 initiative units. That's not bad. I'm not going to put it on, but it's not bad. Well, maybe it's good. Candide, you get the damage bonus for your reaping. I don't think any boss is really susceptible to initiative offset. Decreases target's armor by 40 points. I'm not going to care because the boss is just going to be immobilized the entire time. Who am I bringing in? I should bring in a Blade Master to clean up all of the enemies. Do I only have one Blade Master? I only have one Blade Master. Huh. I don't want to bring Celeste in. She's a little too strong.
Remember their courage.
That's a stupid thing to say. I'll just bring True back. Yeah, I'll just bring True back so we can have the party all together. Uh-huh. True, you are going to be doing cleanup around, so you're going to get 20% damage buffs for all of your normal abilities. Birch is going in for the experience of fighting a boss and getting a trade out of it. Already has the bonus damage for the shot. I don't think you need anything else. So we're taking in Birch, Candide, and True. That is...
We must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
the makeup. Birch, Candide, True. In we go.
We must prepare to pay any price.
What if we didn't pay any price at all? Have you considered that?
Our research must continue.
Must it? What if it didn't? Have you considered that?
We delve deep into the dark corners.
I genuinely think if the boss is immobilized, it can't really do anything. Let's see. What are your skills again? Giant Scissors. Yeah, that's an area. Summon a Caretaker. Palliative Care. Last Caretaker dies, resets initiative to 0. And then you just have a lot of movement on top of that. I don't really care about any of your other capabilities in that case. Celeste, you're just going to move to the edge of the boss's movement zone. Yeah. And that'll be what happens. Boss is going to get a shit ton of armor from all of its things. Candide is going to be able to steal basically all of it. How much damage do you do? I think you do a significant amount of damage. It won't be that bad. Deadly Dance. Boss is going to move into range next turn. Let's make sure that the boss is basically guaranteed to be in range. If I move here, then the boss is movement. We'll put it pretty much... Well, actually, hold on. If I move up one more, then I can catch this thing and immobilize it. Where's the boss's movement? I don't know. Maybe the boss hits me once. Maybe. It'll be fine. I don't know whether the bosses get movement and attack in the first turn. Or it just does that. That's fine. Okay. I don't think I get in range to do anything yet, but we're here. Birch. All you can do is take max movement. And then the fun begins.
Exquisite.
Uh-huh. Come on, give the boss more armor. It'll be funny. I guess I lightning strike the boss and ghost strike the caretaker. Not really anything else for me to do. Sidestep 1. Lightning Strike. Does 0 damage because I forgot the boss has immense amounts of armor at the moment.
I revel in her strength.
Birch, you move up and... I guess give Candide Spirit Haste. Now, Candide can do something really funny, and that is move behind the boss and Deadly Dance. And basically kill these guys and steal their armor. She's bursted, but the boss can't move. That guy has more than 30 armor, so I guess I just reap all of it.
Cut.
That'll be fine. Grand. The boss switches into its next phase, but can't move because it's immobilized. Or it can move. Didn't realize that was an option. But Candide does not care. Deals 370 damage, 3 times all dogs in the radius of 2, after 45 initiative units. Candide has how much armor? Enough that she's only going to take 100 damage, but I'd rather her not take any if I can avoid it. Let's see. Lightning Strike is just out of range. Let's see if I use Lightning Strike. No, I can basically only use Ghost Strike. I mean, I can Ghost Strike to get the boss away from Candide, but that's probably not worth it. Let's just Lightning Strike at the flank. I forgot that the boss could do that. Oops. Birch. You move up. Spirit Haste. Candide. Candide still can't get out of the way because I forgot you don't have the additional 15 initiative. Candide takes 0 damage anyways. Boss gives 30% initiative boost. Tries to hit Candide. Still can't. Does group therapy. Candide laughs and it's dead. Fantastic. I don't think Birch put a single shot on the boss.
Memories of another life. Guard them well.
But she did get a trait. Nice. Surgeon has been vanquished. Yes, he has. He can hide behind his religion no longer. Send me the lovelies to punish. I will absolve them of their sins.
Continue on, or we will never escape.
What'd you
this
get?
convergence
Critical
in
damage
space
plus
and
25.
time.
Oh my. What's your crit chance? 10? It's not great. Not bad, it's not great. Okay, now we're in a situation where enemies will actually start dealing damage in an appreciable amount. If I can give you an initiative boost, that'd be great, but I don't have any of that, so that's not going to happen. Your shot is still with the 55 bonus. Celeste, you genuinely just don't need any additional... I can... no. How much 20% boost do I have? 7? I'll give you 20% boost. We're gonna get a shit ton by the end. Let's just throw that on. Shield Bearer, you don't have any boosts. I'm going to give you Departure on Lunge, so you do a little bit more damage. Slam, do you have any additional initiative offset? No, I don't. I've already gone over this. Wait, have I? 5 units later. Okay, yep. He's all bed. Felicity, you also get 55 damage. Miracle, you also get 55 damage. Modesty, you also get 55 damage. True, you are already stacked. Let's see. Impossible Hunt, that is what you think. We're bringing in Birch and Desire, and who else is close to leveling up? Miracle's close enough to leveling up. Actually, is she the... Yeah, that's fine. We've got enough damage in this mix.
We will dismantle this prison.
We will dismantle this prison. That was not any particular accent.
Joy will walk these streets again.
Okay. We have infecteds to deal with once again. Miracle, you're gonna move over here. And that's your turn. Desire, I would love to have you move up and then for Birch to hit you with the initiative boost in order for you to get ahead of the infected, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're just going to have to put you up here. And up here. And then everything's going to happen pretty much all at once. Alright, you prep a shot. You move there like an idiot. Well done.
Striking.
Let's see. Can I get in range and still shoot? No. But what I can do is I can Spirit Haste someone. Let's Spirit Haste Birch. That's the maximum utilization that I can get out of it. That's annoying. Move up. Block both of these guys.
Impressive.
Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
I don't think we'll be coming into anyone's arms. Thank you very much. I need to move up 2 in order to do anything. Giant leap. Almost dead, not quite. Let's back up over here just a little bit. The other dude's probably going to move. Oh no, he's not. That's an interesting decision. Okay. You go bye-bye.
Flawless.
Desire, I'm going to Spirit Haste you.
Memories once locked away from us.
You're going to move up 1, you're going to Giant Leap behind it, and then you're going to Slam. Or you're just going to move away. That also works.
Impressive.
Birch, you can't do anything because I was a little overzealous with everything
Memories
else. But
once locked away from us.
I'm gonna move you here. Nice.
Will the poor one's suffering
Okay,
never end?
worm does worm things. Does not have enough
Blessed are those
health
who
to
keep
contest.
the call. Come into my arms and repent your wicked ways.
What's this? Hunter? Oh, it's fine. Birch will be fine. Hunter spawns, moves up
It will
for its
reap
desire,
what
confusingly.
suffering has sown.
Guess we're doing this.
They want to trap us here.
I have nothing left in the tank. Miracle. We gotta let Birch have a kill every now and then, otherwise she's gonna get useless.
Exquisite.
Cool.
Memories
Everything spawns.
once locked away from us.
Let's not Giant Leap there, that'll go poorly. Let's... Oh, actually, yeah, we can do that. I can do a slam and move 10. Oh, that's just a kill. Okay.
No more false
Cool.
prophets.
Everything spawns.
Memories once locked away from us.
Blessed are those who heed the call.
Next up on the list, that guy. Birch, I would like for you to secure the kill this time. Nice.
Only a devil will block our holy sacrament.
Stop making creepy noises with your mouth. I don't like it.
Nose, lips.
I'm actually going to elect to not do anything so that the infected's going to bait out its buff instead of its ranged attack. Is my decision on how to handle this.
Flesh is its
Yep.
canvas.
And doesn't use ranged destruction. Now we can kill both of them.
No mercy.
Nice. Birch gets to have her share of the kills.
Her strength inspires me.
No trait,
Come
though.
what may, we will slow
Miracle gains a
Severan's
level up.
progress. His blind faith
We
won't
can go
shackle
for this
my
last
daughters.
hunt before the end of stream. Take the lowest ones.
This will not stand.
Yes, it will. I've only ever died to you once.
Here you will remain, sinner.
Here you will remain, sinner. Heal your sinner. Alright, stealing, range of 3 means if I... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Move here. I think I can just...
I revel
Ta-da!
in her strength.
Let's see.
Memories once locked away from us.
Giant leap is 35. I need to have enough to actually jump. Cool. Nice. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Candide, you get to do a fun thing. You're going to move up, and you're going to deadly dance and probably kill all of these guys, because what I'm going to do with True... Oh, wait. That was a strange decision on my part. It'll work out. It'll be fine. Giant leap. It's 8 AP to move? Okay. Giant leap here. 8 AP move here, and then a slam. Grand. Now, True gets to do exactly nothing except sort of move out of the way of the thing that's going to spawn at the bottom. Now, all of you are dead.
No mercy.
All of these scavs are going to spawn,
Memories once locked away from us.
and they're going to spawn before my deadly dance goes off. But I'm going to move here anyways. And I kind of want to deadly dance again just for funsies, but then I'll burst and it'll be a bad thing. We're just going to stay right there. It'll be fine. May the initiative be ever in your favor.
Flesh
Yes, I know you exist. You're annoying. I'm basically going to get close enough that I can run you down with True next turn. Yep. That'll be it. Okay, you have all made a terrible, terrible decision.
Another terror to haunt us.
Oh. I'm sorry, were those yours?
A bitter victory.
My bad. Candide, you are just going to go challenge the
Memories
worm.
once locked away from us.
True, you do exactly what we were planning.
Shatter them.
Worm does worm things.
Ignore this blight at your
Goes up
peril.
next to Candide.
They will drag our
Candide
torches
responds
into the void.
by removing it from existence.
Only a devil would block.
Stop
our
using that voice line. It's the worst one that you have.
supposedly.
Can't hear it. Alright, that's going to be it for stream. Stream is going to resume on Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. PST. Hopefully next time I don't accidentally keep the stream break screen up for too long. Thank you all for watching. VOD will go up tomorrow probably. Have a nice evening. There aren't enough people watching for me to go raid anybody. Have a good night.